Well, as we all know, Mr. Rosario is such a fan of a certain quarterback who is now, what, 41, 42 years old, who can't seem to find a team that wants to sign him. So, of course, my favorite topic always is Mr. Aaron Rodgers. And here is definitely the great debate. Because as we all know, we've been watching free agency, right, guys? Everybody is just about that's it now. Not with Russ, which we're going to talk about, so I don't want to get too far in, but ain't too many quarterback spots left there, Mr. Rogers. And I got to tell you, the fact that you spent 6 hours in Pittsburgh and didn't come out with a deal, I'm sorry, that's got to tell me something. Like, what were they not impressed by, or what did you not like, or whatever it is? But the fact of the matter is, my boy, you've got one option left, and I think it's Pittsburgh. I don't think you're going anywhere else. So if you don't sign there, guess what? You may have to ride the pine. Or I got a better idea. Why don't you go buy some ayahuasca, go back to Hawaii, sit under your waterfall, and never have to hear from you again? How about that, Aaron? How about you just disappear right now? Because to me, this guy is wasting up too much of the news cycle every day with all this stuff. And again, I don't know Aaron personally, so this is not a personal attack. But of course, it's my humble opinion, and I've been, I've badmouthed there, and I get it. Again, we're all people, we're all human, right? Like, we all have the people we like and dislike. But after a while, man, I'm sorry, this shtick has just run short for me. Like, I'm really tired of hearing about Aaron Rodgers. Like, I truly, truly am. I don't want to hear about him anymore. If he goes somewhere, fine, good for him. But I really just want this to happen already, so we don't have to talk about this anymore, because it's enough. I mean, let's be honest, Aaron. What you want, you had. Talking about, oh, I want to have the culture I had in Green Bay. Well, then why did you leave? You can say they forced you out, but you didn't exactly endear yourself to upper management, now did you? Mr. I'm this, I'm that. Yeah, fine. You've had a great career. I won't deny that. You are a very good quarterback in the regular season. Because as we all know, 1-4 in NFC Championship games. Fine. That is what it is. But I'm just saying, it's time, Aaron. It's time to hear. It's time. Yeah, exactly. I always fire shots. You know that. But yeah, Aaron, really, come on, man. Either, as they say, crap or get off the pot, man. It's time. Like, this is just enough already. We are a month into free agency. You've been linked to this team, linked to that team, linked to this team. Again, you went to Pittsburgh, did not walk away with a deal. Figure it out, man. You either go to Pittsburgh or just go home. I think it's pretty much those are your options. You know what, Mr. Cornett? Maybe so. Okay, no, that's fine. I understand. Believe me, I know for years we didn't beat Green Bay. I get all that. I do. I understand. And I know you like to stir the pot, and that's fine. I dish it out. I got to take it too. That's cool. Right. Stir the pot.
Stir the pot. Did you say, wait a minute, did you say Ben Cornett and stir the pot? Are you sure you used the right verb?
Well, I don't even want to get into that, sir. But I'm just saying. I'll leave that for another time. But I'm just, yeah. Thank you, Ben. See what happens? This is how it goes.
What's up, man? Good to see you, brother.
Yes, thank you for commenting, Ben. Even though, yeah, your comment can, you can go kick rocks. But my point is, it's time, Aaron. It's time, and that's it. Sean, I'm gonna throw that back to you because seriously, man, enough is enough. How do you feel about this Aaron Rodgers debate or whatever you want to call it?
This is like, why are we still talking about him? That I feel I don't have nearly as much animosity towards the man as you do. Clearly,
right? Clearly,
but I just, what are we still talking about? This is not the same Aaron Rodgers from even 3 years ago. Like, this isn't the same Aaron Rodgers that was winning. They won 4 NFL MVPs, or that went to 4 or 5 NFC championships. This is a totally different person.
One and four, right? 1-4.
Yeah, I'm not gonna go with who he beat.
But, yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. Believe me, I'm aware. Trust me. I know.
But so just the fact that each off season it's just Favre all over again. It's each off season we have to hear about what you're doing, why you're doing it. And it's one thing when he was winning the MVPs or going to the championships or doing that. Now he
Right.
sucks. Let's
Yeah.
just be plain. Let's make it plain. He's not good right now. He hasn't been
Nope.
good wasn't as good as last year in Green Bay. He was not good his years in 1 year that he did play in New York.
Right.
So
Yep.
what are the Jets really getting? And we'll talk about, why they need a quarterback unless they want to start Mason Rudolph. But the Jets are the Steelers. I mean, the Steelers. I meant to say, what are the Steelers now getting? But I don't know what's going on. To be honest with you, knowing coach, and I know you got to win, you got to make the playoffs, and people are maybe thinking about moving on from Coach Tomlin. But I take my chances with going with Mason Rudolph. To be honest with you, it's just too much now because now you got DK and you got your Pickens in there, so you already gonna have people upset. Now you want Aaron Rodgers to come in here and add to that? Maybe not the best idea, Pittsburgh. So
I think both of them will be trying. I think both of them will be trying to fight Aaron Rodgers versus the opposing players before the season is over. If I'm being honest.
Yeah. I don't know, Andy. Do you have a comment on this, Andy? You're an Aaron Rodgers guy. What's going on? What do you think?
You know what? I can't deny that Aaron Rodgers, when he got his opportunity to step up to the plate, he took full advantage of it. He won the Super Bowl, won some NFL MVPs. He got himself a couple of State Farm commercials, discount double check, yada yada yada.
Right. Those days are long gone, though.
Yeah, those. As the song said a long time ago, I can still remember when the music used to make me dance. That's the glory days of Aaron Rodgers, and not to mention the fact that Sean was rattling off all the negatives. Not to mention the fact that we spent a lot of last season talking about my quarterback coming back from a broken rubber band in the back of his leg. How about Aaron Rodgers had the same thing, and you don't recuperate from that as quickly in your 40s as you do in your 20s, or not even in your 30s. You in your 40s, and you've already, he's not one of these health nuts like Tom Brady practicing tantric. I don't know. I'm sorry, wrong thing.
I don't realize how you know about Tom Brady's tantric practices there, Henry.
He's a staunch vegan, and he's got very into his fitness and keeping his body. And when he played, he kept his body in shape, and you didn't see him stay injured for very long unless it was some kind of serious injury. Aaron Rodgers is just like, so I can take my check, put it in the bank, and then I don't have to come back for like 5 months. All right, cool. See you later. And he just goes and disappears in the woods and hangs out with like Van Wilder and Zach Galifianakis and all that kind of like Alan from the Hangover movies and that kind of thing. So it's time for him to sit down. And I don't think it has sank in for him yet. I think at this point, I don't even think he believes he's that good. I think he is afraid of no longer being relevant when it comes time for him to walk out of the spotlight. Because for the last God knows how long he's been relevant. So I mean, it doesn't bother me one way or the other. I already know what he brings to the table, which is very little. At this point, 10 years ago, he was a cousin that showed up with the turkey, made the stuffing from scratch, already had sneak and took Big Mama's recipe for the sweet potato pie and had brought that too. Now he's the cousin that they say, you bring napkins and paper plates. That's what we're bringing to the table this year in the NFL. That was a bar. You can't tell me that was a bar of an analogy. That was a bar right there. He's the cousin that brings the paper plates to the table this year in the NFL. And it's time for him to just go ahead and acknowledge his role and ride on off into the sunset like Roy Rogers singing Happy Trails. That's went over about 50% of our demographics' head, but I know it, Nick knows it, and Sean knows it, so it makes me happy.
Andy, you're much nicer. Your cookout is much nicer than my cookout because he's not invited to my He got disinvited once that ayahuasca became public. I was like, bro, all right, you
come
just
on, man. Come on,
FaceTime
man.
us.
Listen, many Thanksgivings as we done gone to where them cousins go for a walk and we go push him off as an ayahuasca. He'll be all right.
Look, I could, but when I come back. When I come back from my walk, I'm eating everything in sight. So that helps. Yeah. When he's there in his little cave with the lights out and doing whatever the heck he's doing, he on some other stuff.
Well, right? That's good, because if he goes in the cave, then he doesn't even bother to come back. He just drops the plates off and goes off and forgets he was supposed to have dinner till next Tuesday. He's like, man, y'all ate all the food. That's messed up.
Coming out the thing like, oh man, what? Did I miss anything?
Right, yeah. Where am I?
Y'all didn't even save the homie no potato salad. Okay, I see how
it is. And of course, for those of you who don't get the reference, right, this is the song that I don't know what his character's name is, because Alan was the Zach Galifianakis character, but the guy Ed Helms with the tattoo on the face, he sings the Tiger song at the piano. While they're all passed out, he's at the piano playing. And the song is hilarious. If you guys have never seen The First Hangover, go check that out. The song is phenomenal.
That it is.
So thank you, Ben, for that. It was hilarious.
Absolutely.
Yes, indeed. So yeah, Aaron Rodgers.
Deuces.
Take a hike, Oscar, and get out of here.
Get going. Absolutely.
Get going.
Yo, and look, we got one more topic. Look. Not the table.
Not the table, Carlos. Exactly. Not the table, Carlos.
Man, I don't never get to keep no monkeys.
Yeah.